I got diagnosed with Lyme's disease, which was very debilitating. It was worse. When I say it was worse than cancer, you have to understand I had stage 3 cancer, breast cancer, and spread in my lymph nodes. So Lyme's disease was worse than that. It was worse than chemo. Anyway, so it did a lot that you can't see to my mind, how I move. Some days I'm not like this. Anyway, it's very difficult, but anyways. So I'm a breast cancer survivor, Lyme's disease survivor, and I had disability during that time, but I had my last surgery. I had 9 surgeries. The last one I had, disability, probably 3 months later, was like, well, you're all done. You're cancer free. And I'm like, okay, that was not a good warning. Because I had medication for, it's called tamoxifen. It's, what is it? It's like a hormone. It's keep hormones at bay, I guess, because hormones can feed your cancer, or I'm not saying the right word. Here we go again. That was thanks to Lyme's, the whole getting out what I need to say. But anyhow, when I moved here, I lost my health care. So it went to the point where I had about $5,000 in medical bills that I could not cover. And I stopped going to the doctor because I didn't want to owe them money and they need to pay their bills. So I would only go to the emergency room if I was really sick. I would pick meds that I would buy. Like I'd go to the pharmacy to get one med, and then the next month I wouldn't get that medication. I'd be swapping. So my psychiatrist was like, you can't do this anymore. You have to, we can't skip, because I was like skipping days, or I'd skip because I couldn't afford it. So, and then I got a divorce, so no place to live. Oh, well, stay at my sister's or my friends. Anyhow, I had a lawyer to apply for disability, and his paralegal told me about Health Reach. She was heaven sent. So I went to Health Reach. I didn't want to go because I had never gotten help like that before. And I think it's there for people who need it more, or that's how I think. I want to help everybody, and I don't want to get help. So when I went, I filled out an application, and I did not think, I was like, I am not going to get help. And I got a call back from, I think it was a lady named Mary. She's really sweet. And she told me I was approved. And when I went in, I was like thanking everybody. And I was like, you don't even know how much this means, because I could get my medicine. I had conjunctivitis in my eye. I had it for like probably 3 weeks, and I was able to get it taken care of. So eyeglasses, my medications, and not have to worry. And I wasn't judged. I didn't feel like, I just felt like a normal person. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to explain it. It took a lot of stress off from me. So instead of being able to, I was able to put more gas in my car, or to buy more groceries, because I wasn't worrying about, getting my medications, which is hard. So before my diagnosis, I had my own hair salon. It was like my second baby. I could answer the phone. I could book appointments, be doing a color, go turn the tanning bed on. I could work 8 to 10 hours a day, and I loved it. The people, my customers they were like my family. So when I got diagnosed, that was kind of like paused. But I was a very high functioning adult. I could think clearly. I could go work 8 or 10 hours a day, and then go hiking all weekend with my son, or go on a road trip spontaneously. I could stick to a schedule. I was a morning person. Life was somewhat predictable. People could count on me. I could help other people. And then once I got a breast cancer diagnosis, I don't want to say it was when I got the diagnosis or during it. It was the after. I don't know about other people, but for me, getting diagnosed with cancer. I told my son we're gonna treat it like the flu, and I said, Mom's gonna get on the cancer train and she's gonna hop back off. I swear. That's how I deal with most things in life. I'm like, whatever, God, God's got this. So, so it wasn't really during. I felt like I was in on a car ride or train ride. It was just go, 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 go. But it was after, where it was like I felt like I should be able to breathe now, or life should go back to how it was, but it didn't, because, I can't get out what I want to say now, where I used to be able to have a whole, like what I would say in 10 minutes, I could have said in 2 minutes. And like complete thoughts, remembering things. So from the chemo treatments, and Lyme's disease is very debilitating, like neurologic with your brain. There we go. See, but it's affected my vocabulary. Some days I can't leave the house because my anxiety, and that's from Lyme's, because I have noise. Some days I don't, but like if the wash machine's on, the TV, or too many people talking, I have to go in a room where no one's talking. I tried to go back to work, and I had a hard time with noises, just sensory, So if I went in a store today and it was too much, I'd have to go home, and I never used to be like that. So it's, I'm not a control, like I don't have to be in control, but of myself. When I go into a store, it's very frustrating, like not being able to control that. It's like, what is wrong with me? But there's nothing wrong with me. It's life. So life was really different, and adding, like if I dealt with that all my life, it'd be different, but it's all new. It's still new, learning how to deal with things and be a different, I have to be like, I need to be a different person, because if I keep trying to be the person I was, I don't want to cry. So, but I miss her, but whatever. But I do miss, that part, the high functioning. I mean, well, when I moved to North Carolina, I lost my health care, and I was applying for health care, but I got denied because my then husband made too much for me to be able to qualify for it. So I couldn't get health care from him nor from the state of North Carolina. So I was going to the emergency rooms, and I was going to the doctors, but I only could pay them $20 here, $30 there, because I had bills, my phone and my car, and car payment. But you have to pick and choose. I need a car for work, so how are you gonna buy your medicine and not pay for your car to go to work? So, but someone told me about Medicist. I went in and got the application in person, and the ladies at the desk were really nice and friendly. They were smiling, and it was very clean in there, and it was a really nice environment. And I didn't even know at the time I could get help with medication. I just thought, oh well, if I have a cold, I don't have to go to the emergency room. Or, I had a lot of pain. I have aches and pains, so I'm not going to have to go to the emergency room. So that was nice. But I think I got approved 2 weeks after I applied. It was very easy. And when I got in, yeah, it was 2 weeks after I applied, I got in. And when I went in for my first visit, they were asking me what I took for medications, and then they told me they could fill them there, and I asked them how much. And they said, no, you don't have to pay for that here. And I'm like, don't you want something? It was like Christmas. No, but no, there's no words. There's no words to describe when you're going to get your medicine and you're like, wow, I don't have to skip this medication this week, or you don't have to worry, that's gas in my car. And I never had to think like that, and I never needed help my whole life with healthcare or medication. So it's humbling too. I think it's humbling. So